Thanks for checking out this Web Extra. We ran out of time on For the Record to bring you all of our panel discussion. This part of the conversation focuses on recreational marijuana businesses and the federal law that keeps them from having access to banks. Talking with David Millage and Kay Pence. As we talk right now, Congress has yet to adopt the latest spending bill needed to keep the government running. However, they have agreed to terms in principle framework on a week-long spending bill. They want to have a longer-term spending bill adopted, probably in the next Congress. Now, Democrats tried to attach a rider that would give marijuana businesses legal access to banks. They can't now because the drug is illegal at the federal level, which blocks them from doing business with banks. Recreational marijuana is now legal in 21 states, as well as Washington, D.C. and Guam. Now, these businesses have been creative in trying to get around the restriction. Regardless of your opinions about marijuana personally, doesn't it only make sense to let these businesses do their business like every other business and utilize the banking system? David Millage.
Yes, absolutely. They should be given access to the banking system and should be treated like any other business. Again, I'm a libertarian on this point, on my views on marijuana. But by not having access to the banking system, you're requiring these businesses to do business with cash. And we know the problems that you have with money laundering with cash, with robberies of cash-only businesses. It just makes sense to allow marijuana businesses to access the banking system. I see no reason not to. Okay. And you can't pay your taxes in cash, so the ability to pay taxes is also enhanced by having access to the banking system.
And the states have made their own state chartered bank system. But Kay Pence, I imagine you might agree with David on this one.
Absolutely. You know, for a lot of the same reasons. I mean, it's just too hard to do business in cash, and I think it creates probably a crime issue in the areas where they're moving around with large amounts of cash.
David, maybe
and even for the customers that can't buy it with a credit card.
David, shed some light, because the obstacle in D.C. is with the Republicans here. Why do you think they're opposed to it?
I think it's the old soft on drugs issue, that they don't want to be perceived as soft on drugs, and certainly we don't want more drugs in our society. But I look upon marijuana as not really a drug per se. It's not like an opiate. It's not dangerous. At least it's not as dangerous as say, opium or alcohol. And we do allow alcohol in this country. So
of course it is.
I think that's the reason is they don't want to be perceived as being soft on drugs.
And it is still listed as a Schedule I narcotic as we speak. Kay Pence, David Millage, thanks for your time. Both of you be safe.